I'm Yuri Saroli, and I work in Jordan High School, and I teach ceramics and sculpture and AP3D, and I have one R1 class. Welcome to my classroom. Let me show you around. We have over here the entrance or exit door. Then we have our office door over there, which is just a place where we just accumulate stuff. One issue that we have here is lack of space to store projects. So anything that I can use as storage or a place to store is welcome here. So this was like a bookcase that they gave me at the beginning of the school year. So we've been using that for storage. And then we have this. This is my wheel station. As you can see, we don't have a lot of space here for wheels. So whenever we're using or somebody uses the wheel, that we have to pull it out and kind of work out here. If we continue, we have a system to organize pencils and pens and things like that that I mainly used when I was teaching more of the 2D classes. Right now I don't use it as much. I have these baskets for organizing cleanup tools and things like that. I have towels. This thing I bought at Daiso on that store on Mason Road. These are for cleaning your nails and you know, scraping whatever gets stuck to the tables. Down here I just have a bunch of miscellaneous pots and pans and whatever else falls in there. More organization. This is where I used to organize my color pencils back when I was using them more. And of course everything is labeled, and I'm very proud of that. I apologize that this is not in alphabetical order. Okay, so then we continue, and here we have a bunch of brushes that the kids always keep clean. Little palettes. I used to have the bigger palettes because, but I switched to smaller ones because the bigger and more space they have, the more they just mess it up. So I said, you know, little palettes. As you can see, they always wash them as well and follow directions. So that's for that. They're water buckets. The towels that I seem to be the only one who loves those towels. I'm in love with those towels. I think they're great. Again, we have the same setup basket as the other one. What do we have here? I think painting stuff and storage. See, like these are the ones that I used to have, but now I don't use them because they're just, they just mess them up too much. I created this area for adhesives. So we have all the different types of glues. And a little shelf thingy going on for the tempera paint, separated from the acrylic paint. This is just for watercolor stuff. Nothing special. The awkward spot for the cutting board, which we never seem to have a decent place for a cutting board. My station for aluminum foil and etc., etc. I love my pegboards. They are so useful. And of course the kids always keep them this clean as well. We have our glue sticks and tapes and whatever other stuff they need, but this is super handy and keeps stuff off the countertops. Up here I have all kinds of different glazes. We have our jungle gyms here, signs so that the kids know where to put stuff. And of course, they always follow those directions. I also put like what kind of a cone it is. A little handout where they can see color samples. And sometimes I come here and I'm like, who put this teacher's palette over here? But that almost never happens. Then we have our LGs here. Same setup with the basket. Oh, by the way, like this whole side over here, this is for my sculpture classes and my our one class. After this sink, well, this also for paper mache. After this sink, it's all ceramic stuff. So ceramic kids are not allowed to grab anything from over there, and sculpture kids are not allowed to grab anything from over here and cross-contaminate. So here we have just different types of glazes and liners and spray glazes and what have you. Then we have our slip station, which the kids are supposed to maintain. And we have our samples for the underglazes by the number, which are over here. Those are all underglazes. My kids love underglazes, so they get a lot of use out of that. And again, a pegboard for clay tools. So my kids they come to class and they grab a basket, and it's supposed to be always the same basket. In the basket, they have like miscellaneous tools for working on their ceramic sculptures. Some extra tools are over here. And it's supposed to be kept separate. What do we have here? Let's see. Miscellaneous stuff. Canvases for working on the tables. No idea what's here. Oh, this is where I keep their bags, where they keep their bags. So at the beginning of the year, they get a plastic bag that I get from a warehouse. And so when they're working on their project, they're working on it here, they just kind of stick it in there. When it gets to be way too big, then we get just big trash bags and kind of trim them. And then that's what they use to store their pieces. Here we have more tools, nothing really exciting. We have sculpture tools and clay tools and clay texture tools and turntables, plates. Same setup. My little tape and thread and etc. for whatever's needed, and bunch of turntables. What else do we have here? Let's see, this thing that never stays. Oil-based clay, big glazes, these things that everybody seems to be sad that they were not a market. I have a bunch. Our Ryobi, wonderful Ryobi glue guns. This is where I keep the trash cans. This box came pretty handy for keeping the boards, those canvas boards. And here's another pride and joy. Ta-da! I love that. So useful and quick for students to use, just a cordless hot glue gun. And drills if they need to. And we have this beautiful tile sample thing that Miss Cirque created. If a kid, if there's like an empty glaze bottle, they're supposed to put it here so that I know to reorder it. I have not found an effective way of organizing these. So if anybody has a good idea, let me know, because they're just like, I had organized them by color section, so like maybe like the reds here and the blues there, and then I had a kid who finished early, and then I told him to help me organize this, and he just mixed everything up. So that was that. And so here we have another shelf, and another shelf, and another shelf, and another little shelf. And we just try and find a spot to store things because we don't have a lot of space. Our big slab roller, just random bags with clay and slabs and what have you. This is my recycling station. So when the kids are done at the end of class, they bring the extra clay that they have, and they are told to break it into pieces, spray it a bunch of times, keep this towel really wet, and leave it covered so that it stays wet for the next day. And then the next day they come here, they grab the clay from here, they wedge it, and then they use to keep creating or working on their project. So that's for white clay, and this is for red clay. Some aprons and another little pegboard here. This is where I store most of the clay. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I like to display like projects on top of the cabinets over there. Get the kids excited. And some kids tell me, oh, I wanted to take, ceramics too because I saw that up there. I wanted to take sculpture too because I'm looking forward to creating that specific project. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for visiting. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.